Audit and Compliance. Part A. Examine the need for an internal audit function in the light of regulatory and organisational requirements. Internal audit is a form of control put in place by the board to help achieve the company's objectives. Internal audit is an important part of the internal control system, and it can, therefore, be regarded as having the same objectives as the rest of the internal control system, as in safeguarding assets, economy, efficiency and effectiveness of operations, reporting and compliance. Internal audit also focuses on operational controls of various processes. However, they may face problems due to strategic level controls, due to management intervention in established controls, and poor strategic decision making. Since these are critical requirements due to many regulatory necessities and legislation, the role of internal audit function becomes more important in the organisation. Part B. Justify the importance of auditor independence in all client auditor situations, including internal audit, and the role of internal audit in compliance. The auditor needs to be independent from the client company, since the auditor's opinion should not be influenced by any relationship with their client firm. Auditors are also expected to give an honest and unbiased professional opinion to the shareholders regarding financial statements. Many times questions have been raised regarding the independence of external auditors. It is apt for the organisation to have appropriate corporate governance policies in place to maintain independence, since auditors' opinions and judgments can be deeply influenced by the management of the organisations to keep their client relationship. Audit fees charged by the many accounting firms, usually kept at low prices with respect to market rate, and a shortfall in the charges can be made by providing non-audit services like consultancy. As these audit firms will have the interest in those projects too, this will raise the concern of auditors' independence. Part C. Respond credibly to requests and inquiries from internal or external auditors. Responding credibly to requests and inquiries from internal or external auditors is one of the many responsibilities of the internal audit function. As they are having the responsibility of managing internal control and risk management functions for the organisation, the Audit Committee will ensure that all requests are appropriately answered to both internal and external auditors. Since these requests or inquiries could be related to organisation-sensitive information to which they require access, and wanted to understand the work and responsibilities of employees by interviewing across a section of employees and responding to difficult and unusual questions. Part D. Justify the importance of having an effective internal audit committee overseeing the internal audit function. The internal audit committee performs many critical organisation responsibilities, such as monitoring, reviewing, overseeing and policy setting. Internal audit monitors, reviews, financial statements, price-sensitive information, internal financial controls, and independence of external auditors. Internal audit also oversees the effectiveness of internal audit, appointment of internal auditors, and remuneration of external auditors. It also sets the policy for non-audit services provided by the external auditors. Other specific responsibilities for audit committees are as such. Whistleblowers. Audit committee needs to ensure that adequate whistleblower procedures are in place within the company, and any issues should be brought to their notice and cannot be obstructed by the management of the organisation. Auditor requests. The Audit Committee must respond credibly to requests and inquiries from both internal and external auditors which could be related to accessing sensitive information, having regular communication with employees. Responses to auditors. As part of their overall responsibility for managing internal control and risk management, the Audit Committee will ensure the appropriateness of responses to auditors' recommendations. Part E. Assess the appropriate responses to auditors' recommendations. Internal audit is having multiple critical responsibilities related to internal control and risk management. One of them is to reply and help auditors with their queries. As part of their overall responsibility, they ensure that the appropriate responses have been provided to auditors. They also should take the prompt and necessary actions whenever any area of concern is noticed by the auditors, as part of their job.